Hey everyone, Dan Dog Crypto, Pzen. It's done fantastic. It had a recovery today. It had a sharp V shape. As you can see right there, it was down 53%. I wasn't available. Otherwise, I would have definitely jumped in. A great recovery. That's what we call a V shape recovery. Pzen. Why I support Pzen? Founder Conrad Zen, Bitcoin Foundation member, was a true advocate for Hex, assisting many people to create wealth and become financially independent. Pzen is a Web3 engineer token. Once again, what it has the ability to do is within the code. The code, in the program of the code, it creates and has the ability to generate income based on how it works. The economy within the Pzen Web3 token. The code. Your wallet. You do not have to stake Pzen. Once you make a purchase, what Pzen is an asset. But what it does, it is a income producing asset. It has the ability to become productive, creating income. Your wallet becomes the recipient. No staking, no counterparty risk. What Pzen does within the economy with the redistribution, the 2% distribution is key, because that simulates what our Fed is trying to do, is keep inflation within 2%. So the 2% redistribution, as soon as you make a purchase, enter purchase Pzen. A redistribution occurs, which is called pay it forward. The pay it forward redistribution, as soon as your wallet receives the Pzen, it becomes income producing. It has the ability to become productive, generating the work on your behalf. The code is an open source software. Solidity. What happens here within the code now, it is programmed. It's immutable. It cannot be stopped. It's an ERC20 token. Once the purchase is made, your wallet becomes a producer. You receive more Pzen. It has the ability to produce work, receiving Pzen within the distribution. We have, once a purchase or a sell, a transaction, an interaction, that's how the economy of the world works. When someone purchases, buys goods and services, there's interactions of trade. Labor, your time, your labor, the time that you generate, you're producing something. Again, it's your labor is the productivity that then you get rewarded, you get paid. So based on your productivity. So what Pzen is doing, once you own Pzen, the productivity, the pay it forward system, 2%, gets redistributed to all holders. There's a burn factor. The burn factor is key because within the economy of Pzen, this burn factor that is being removed, which is that 0.01, right here, this 0.01 gets removed. Now, when you go in and you're making a purchase, you would add Pzen into your wallet. Now, once you add Pzen into your wallet, the key thing is right here, you have to tap this and you have to switch the percentage and bring it to 3%. That has to be changed. So you have to at least do a 3% because of the redistribution that is occurring. Reason for this is because what is happening with Uniswap. So you would switch when you make a purchase, go in and you're going to switch your slippage, which becomes 3%. Once that is done, the transaction will go through. Key with this. Pzen today had a sharp down and it recovered and boosted up. Remember what Pzen does. It has the ability to produce work because your wallet becomes income producing. It's so important that you realize this. It's not like any other token where you stake it. Once you stake that token or you time lock it, you're producing a yield. We call it compounding. But this is much better than that because what happens at any time, it is always fair. Where if someone enters early, they may have price appreciation, but the code will always recognize the ownership of Pzen. That is the key thing because it's an ownership of an asset. It is an income producing asset. Once you make the purchase, on the redistribution, the transaction transfer size, what happens with that? It gets distributed to all the holders, minus the burn, which is the 0.01%. Then you have a charity that the DAO will be able to distribute funds to do something for others, doing good. That's a 0.2%. Now all the holders receive Pzen within their wallet. Once you receive Pzen, the yield that you started with, because you receive more Pzen, the next interaction, as the interactions of Pay It Forward work, what happens, the redistribution, your wallet becoming income producing, where it has the ability to produce more Pzen because the code is immutable and it's telling you this. Now what happens is your ownership of Pzen has increased, which then, based on what the code and the pool size of the interaction, you receive more Pzen, which increases your yield. That is key. The productivity and the ability that your wallet becomes productive. So it is an income producing asset, a Web3 token, the Internet of Things. Now your yield goes up and it compounds. The key thing with the compounding is you have the frequency, that is time. So time ends up always being the key, where when you invest and you invest in a dividend producing security, it's based on a time frame, based on your percentage, your shares, the stocks that you hold, that now you may receive a dividend. That is distributed on a yearly basis. This is distributed with every redistribution. So your time, your frequency, and the velocity that this can occur speeds up and accelerates with the interaction volume. So Pzen is an economic engine. It's an economy, a looping economy that benefits all that interact. It's not one who got in first that will benefit over the next, because you will transfer of ownership. If someone feels that they want to exit Pzen, take profits, or they may need it for an emergency or something that has occurred, they may do so because it's free will. You choose. There's no lockup. At that point, there's a transfer. Once that transfer occurs, the ownership goes to someone else's wallet. Well, now the productivity is occurring in that other person's wallet. Well, on the next interaction, once they receive their pool, what happens is because you receive Pzen, because your wallet is income producing, because the code, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. This is an economy, an interactive economy redistribution, which works because it's deflationary and it's a closed loop and it's an ownership. It's an asset that you own that produces income for you. And then you have price appreciation. Price is irrelevant. Price at this point is irrelevant. It's early distribution. It's in the distribution phase. We see it right here. Today, this was a sharp V. That's a V-shaped recovery. It recovered so quickly that it just bounced right back. And based on what happened, so you had a major sell that came through and then it got bought right up. So you know there's a distribution, that there was an occurrence. Someone wanted to take their profits, and you may. But what happened is it recovered. So there's a slow distribution, that it's an accumulation, slowly accumulating. Because if the same way that this occurred today, when you have this sharp V shape and bounce back, that will do it on the upside as well. That's why cryptocurrency is the highest appreciating asset class in the world. Pzen, the volume is steadily increasing. Early opportunity. Don't listen to the noise. Everyone is trying to put the bells and whistles on new tokens, trying to create something shiny, and people want to rush right in. That is to get people to pump it, or to get people to interact and create a social media, to create excitement and buzz over that. And how that works is whoever gets in first benefits from the person who gets in last. Pzen is not that. Anyone that interacts at any time will benefit, because the code, the way it programs, it will not matter once that transfer of ownership occurs, other than the price. What ends up happening, when you realize your profit is at your entry point. But when you transfer your ownership and someone else has ownership of Pzen, what happens is once this ownership occurs, they will receive based on their percentage. That's the yield, because it's producing. Your wallet becomes income producing. It becomes a productivity engine because it uses the economics. It's economic economy. So if you had the wind in an economic economy, you have wind. In order to extract energy from the wind, you need what? You need windmills. So then you can extract the energy. So within the economic economy from the sun, to extract the energy, you need solar panels in order to extract that energy. Pzen is creating that energy for you. Once your wallet has it, it has the ability to perform the work. So it becomes an income producing productivity, which is what an economy was designed. That's why this code is amazing on how it interacts and it works. At all time, anyone who interacts with Pzen, it's not get in first over someone else getting in later. It will always do what it said it does. And your base that you entered, call it a yield, with the next interaction, your yield goes up because your productivity of your wallet created more Pzen, increasing your next interaction. increasing because of your productivity. It is an income producing asset. Your wallet creates productivity because you have Pzen. It is always fair. This is an increasing yield productivity engine. When you interact with other protocols and you stake based on the size and the interactions of people staking, your yield goes down over time. Pzen, your yield goes up with every interaction. Pay it forward. That is very important because it is fair. It's not going to change. So it's not someone who got in early over someone who gets in later. There may be a price differential. This is an early opportunity. The volume is steadily increasing. We had a V-shaped recovery. This was amazing. I saw this today. I was out. I was not able to interact. Otherwise, I would have interacted. It bounced back so quickly. That's what you want to see. There was a recovery. But this volatility that happened on the downside, the volatility on the upside is great. Then you make your decision on what's best suitable for you. But understand that when you have a compounding, productive, yielding asset, your wallet becomes a producer, the ability to generate an income. This is a great opportunity. Don't be misled. Pzen, early opportunity. Do your research. The bells and whistles trying to create something shinier in a code and everyone jumps on it. This is an economy. This is reproducing a real economy in a deflationary environment in a closed loop. And it's fair, and it will always be fair with any interaction, regardless of when you enter. Pzen, I've come out to support Conrad Zen. This is an early opportunity. Volume is remaining steadily increasing. We had a great recovery. That was amazing, and I like to see this because it gains support. So there's a slow accumulation increasing the volume because there will be a dramatic jump on the upside as well. But price is irrelevant because your wallet is becoming an income producer, productivity wallet. Pzen is a strong buy for me. Do your homework. Don't just listen to people that are shilling. I am just sharing facts. I'm not here to share. You do your homework and do what's best suitable for you. But be aware of this opportunity. It is your opportunity. You make the decision. But don't just follow the herd. The herd will set you in the wrong direction. So be aware of that. Do your homework. And the integrity of a person, that is an investment that you want to be involved with. Someone that has integrity. Thank you. Wish you the best. Share it. Create an opportunity for others. Don't keep it a secret. Talk to you soon.